Hello everyone, Jeff here, coming back to you with some more Godslayer Arena. This one has hit me by surprise, and it is quite addictive. I did another run after yesterday's video, or today's, based on, whatever you want to say. I think we unlocked Zibit, which is cute. I love these are things. We are moving up to 2 now. 2 difficulty. I did 1 difficulty. It was slightly more difficult because the zone curses are potentially brutal. All right, now enemies get 35% more health, but I did unlock more rings and a couple new jewels. I also spent quite a bit of time in that second run that I did that wasn't recorded, trying to understand the game so that I could explain it a little bit better as we go. Stuff like these charges work differently than I thought. Charges aren't exactly like a Path of Exile thing. They're more like they do a certain thing, like Vitality Charge, for example, gives you shield. And how much shield it gives you based on your Vitality effectiveness. Energy Charge, same thing based on your effectiveness, except chance to auto-cast a random attack. And Blitz Charge gives you attack speed. And these reset every time you cycle through your spells, which is interesting. Now, there was a request in the comments to try a summoner build, so we will try that. For now, I think it's pretty easy to just take Ice Shot and Nova and be on our way. Oh, I should probably put it on my board, huh? That's important. And we will speed up the game, because one thing about this is it can take a while. Right, like runs can easily last in the hour range if you don't, if you think a long time, which I think you kind of should in this game. So, because this is a bulwark spell, we get naturally shield every time it pops, so that's really good. So let's just go ahead and take another Ice Shock Nova. And, well, I did say I was going to go after summons. And one thing I want to do is trying to get Resonance. I feel like Resonance is really good. And Avaritia, that trait, if we go and look here, which is really important to be able to go and look, is part of the Toad. So, it does the things we want it to do. So we have added a Toad summon. So let's just go to that, see how the Toad summons works. I actually haven't really messed with summons at all, so we'll see. Try and make it work. Oh, he's a spinning Toad? Oh, wait a second. He's the War Toad. Spins a sword around himself to do damage in an area. Well, I guess if I had read it. Wait, is it just Chrono Trigger Frog? Is that what we're dealing with? All right, because we have this, I think what I want to do is I want to take Heart of Gold and try and get the 3 Avaritia bonus, if possible. And here, we could Nocturne to try and hit Shadowborn early. We could Lightning Blast is probably the best thing for our damage right now, because it gives us the Electros, which is just like extra lightning damage every time we cast lightning spells, which is pretty good. Yeah, I think that's fine. Early game hasn't been particularly difficult, but I imagine it might pick up as the, difficulty increases. I think after we beat this difficulty, we unlock the second character. All right, so we get our first item now. After 10 fights, gain 15 shop refreshes. I'm assuming that only happens once. I don't think that's very good. This seems insane. For every 2 tier 3 spells you acquire, permanently gain 1 attack damage. Now, it's only your basic attacks, but it's still crazy. It's really good. And you gain 4 random tier 3 spells. That's nutso. However, we do have a Little Friend. Little Friend is interesting. Because you can get a lot of resonance really quickly. I think I'm going to take Little Friend here. Yeah, and I'm just going to take the refreshes, and we're just going to try and fill up our situation. Do I want a Bulwark and Infernum? No. Take Plane Shift, I guess. It's whatever. Okay, I'll take a Lightning Blast. I will take a Wartoad, and we will roll again, and we get a Ice Shock Nova, which gets us to tier 2, which buffs up everything we're doing. I guess putting this down there is fine. I mean, sure. It might be better to leave it empty. Honestly, I guess we could look at the DPS numbers, huh? Having this DPS tracker over here is such a great quality of life thing. So we need one more Avarucia. I'm gonna take the 3 shop refreshes. All right, we got lightning up again. This is another Electro. Adjacent spells have a 10% chance of generating a random charge on cast. All charges gain 2 effectiveness. Refill 3. I don't really want that. Let's just upgrade our Wartoad. I feel like we're doing good with that. All right. Another summoner. Glacial Step. Glacial Step has been quite good in my experience of this game so far. Rhyostone I haven't used. So, gain 50 health. For every 5 hexes you deflect, consume the nearest corpse to spawn an ice pylon. Gain 20 armor for 6 seconds. If you're standing inside of an ice pylon's area, permanently increases spell's health bonus by 1. Now, you can't control where you are. So, maybe less. Maybe we take Syntech and Enigma. I feel like Equilibrium kind of goes crazy once you get going. Syntech is the trait that gives you a bonus for having more trait stuffs active, and the other one I'll tell you in a second because I forget. But they are important. Oh, the other one generates the charges that autocast spells, which is pretty strong in itself. Wartoad not doing much here. All right, gym time. Gain health regeneration equal to 50% of the spell's mana cost. What does mana cost? Ice Shock Nova, Wartoad, they're all like 30. Spell and the 2 closest attack spells gain Martial 2. If equipped onto a gold level spell, also gain 15 attack damage. Okay. You have 5 rerolls. We do have 5 rerolls. I think we could do better. Martial 8. Listed mana cost. Dominion. Your attack spells gain 30 spell power. This thing seems crazy because you just throw it on like your cheapest spell. Like a cheap buff spell, and then all your attack spells get 30 spell power. Singularity, also quite strong. Also quite strong indeed. Really good at focusing on one thing. I'm gonna take Singularity. I think it's more fun. All right, let's see what we got. Overlords, elites. Yeah, sure. It's not really hurting us any. It just makes the enemy stronger, which I think is more interesting. Let's take the shop refreshes for now. Okay. We need to decide what exactly our plan is. There are more elites. I think we can put this now. One cool thing about this game is if this gym is in here, it is not locked in here. You can move it around as you please, which is kind of nice. Something else that goes on too is when you start refilling spells, that gives you more time to build up charges. I'm gonna take Heart of Gold. I mean, I just don't know if I like the random, whatchamacallit, the refill 3 on it. That seems bad. We want to fill up our slots, so that's what I'm doing here. Eye of Spring, huh? Okay, well this has to join the party, so I'm gonna get rid of this. Passive enemy inside deflected hexes. So I think what I'm supposed to do is get rid of lightning. No. I think for the moment I'm supposed to get rid of the turtle. But it's fine because we'll come back with the turtle. I'm not abandoning turtle just yet. Active, yeah, it can be like over here or something. It doesn't really matter. The idea being that we have, wait. Oh no, turtle's aviation too. So which one's not? Oh, it's just these two. So I have to get rid of, okay. Well, that's fine. We'll run it like this and see what happens. If we die, we die. Okay. Because this is going to get us additional resonance. A resource earned at the start of each planning phase. How much is it exactly? 3, it's 50% more, and then at 5, it's 100 and something more. Yeah, I mean, most of our damage is just going to be Ice Nova, our Shock Nova, Ice Shock Nova anyway, right now. And that's okay. Because it has to refill all the way. It also being a barrier spell kind of helps us survive. Also, this plus the other is a synergy. Oh, here we go. So we have Reaver, Frostcraft, and Harbinger. I've tried Harbinger before. I don't want to do that. Your area spells can now be empowered by Reaver. Auto cast your mastery spell at 25% spell power whenever a spell casts empowered. Or your spells have a chance of casting with an additional spell power and area. Okay, I know we're supposed to be like a summoner build, right? Okay, wait. What is this? Frostcraft. Passive, Hex Deflection, stun enemies for 1 second. Can only trigger once per enemy. Summon a Frost Elemental. Ooh, brother. Okay, these seem pretty good. All area spells can now be empowered by autocast your mastery spell at 25%. Whenever a spell casts empowered. Deals 80 damage in area. This spell gains various effects based on the tags of the closest spell. I mean, I think I'm supposed to take Reaver here. It kind of feels like that. Gain 2 Fate Weavers, gain 8 health regeneration. I'm gonna take that. And I'm gonna take 20 XP. Alright, so this spell gains various effects based on tags of the closest spell. Closest in this game means the nearest spell to your right. If I'm reading that right. If 2 spells are equal distance, the closest one to your right. Yes. So, charge spender, defensive buff. So this is a defensive and buff. So putting this here makes sense. We also have a 50% chance of casting empowered. All area spells can be empowered. This is an area spell. I mean, look, this sounds kind of sick. Unmaker. These are all kind of nothing burgers up here. This is good. I think it's time to start getting rid of Lightning Blast, though. All right, let's go. Let's see if this is going to work as planned. Right now, it's kind of, I mean, we're just blowing up the screen at the moment. So yeah, everything else has reduced area, but that's okay. The spell gains various effects. Yeah, it's just 20. It's whatever. Basically, we're just spamming Ice Nova at this point. And it's doing the job pretty well. I'll take reroll since we just leveled up. Ice Nova me? No. Occult Ward Seer. Meh. Haunting Dash. Summoner Phantom Necroweave. See, I just think we're off Summoner. I think that's what happened, unfortunately. Even though I was trying to do it. I was trying to make it happen. Alright, that goes. Repentant Sacrifice is pretty good. Just take it as a good spell. Nothing there. Summon Greatsword gives Summoner Twilight. And Deathblade. Glacial Stomp. And we also have this. This freaking thing. Link to the closest area spell to the left and grant it 25% increased area. Link to the closest projectile spell on the right, grant it 1 additional projectile. Randomly select left or right, grant. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to move everything over, or can I just like drag this here? Yeah. So it's gonna make this area bigger. That's what we want. Now Enigma also gives us the Enigma buff, which is nice, energy charge. I can take Glacial Stomp now. None of these are good. Well, that's not true. Empower is good, and Nocturne is also quite good, but we're past using Nocturne, so I think we reroll. And I think we've abandoned trying these two, so off we go. We've got some big Ice Shock Novas right now. We're going to have to replace it at some point, I think. Right, I don't think Ice Shock Nova is going to carry the entire run. But what we know is that basically we're just like one big area spell away from being good. Gain increased damage for each unique active trait. I wanted to see Syntech. No. Let's look. Syntech. Which only... Oh, it's only on those 3 spells. That's rough. That is rough. Okay. Well, we'll see. Oh, a weapon. Your spells generate 20% more mana from sources that are not your mana orb. Oh, brother. We're not really doing that, huh? Not really a thing that's happening right now. Then we have, like, your left. We're not really doing projectiles either. We just reroll. I haven't rerolled at all. Martial spells gain refill 1 and 35% increased area of effect. Martial 6, grant the closest attack spell. Martial 3. That could be good. That could be good. Attacks, spells, gain bonus spell power equal to 50% of mana cost. Tricky, 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 tricky. So nothing is martial right now. But if we take the Judgment Flail, we can make stuff martial. I'm kind of down with that. I'm getting the experience right now. Okay, so this is the other Syntech thing. It wouldn't... it doesn't feel like it goes together, right? We're not really casting projectiles, we're casting area stuff. Martial 6, grant the nearest spell. So that grants those two the buff. Martial 6 is like a damage buff, basically. Refill 2, gain 10 spell power, and increase area effect for reduce other AoE spells. I don't really want that. I'm trying to think if I want to break anything that I have here for what's over here, and I just don't think I do. I mean, I guess we could get rid of Battle Cry to get rid of... take this. Okay. We could... well, I guess I should take Equilibrium, huh? Yeah, Summoner fell through. But I mean, that's just going to be part of these games. And these runs. Let's see how this does compared to what was happening before. So we're going to go through our cycle a lot faster, which is the biggest thing. So Ice Shock Nova is going to be significantly worse here. On the DPS meter, it's still going to be fine. But we are going to be getting less shield from it because it is our one barrier spell. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Unleash isn't really doing anything at the moment. We actually might lose a life here. We did lose a life. That's not good. So might be time to try something else out. I'm going to take 200 health and 20 hex deflection. Take shop reflexes. We get bonus rerolls because we lost a life, which is neat, admittedly. Maybe I should have taken XP so I should put more spells on. That would have made more sense. I think that was a mistake. Get rid of Heart of Gold. I'm gonna take War Toad. All right, leveling that up seems useful. These are all kind of nothing burgers here. Our tier 1 spells are buffed, right? Like, our tier 1 spells get Martial 8, and our tier 1 spells, because they have Martial, then get Refill 1 and 35% increase area effect. So tier 1 stuff is unironically fairly strong. Heart of Gold was pretty bad, but it's on because of Avaricia. One day I'll say it right. So does that mean I should be taking Ignition axe here. That just can't be right, right? There's no way that's the right play. All right, Eye of Spring. I do like the Eye of Spring. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this stone back, pull this back, put Glacial Step in, take the Eye of Spring. I'm going to hope we got something, but we didn't. Let's try again. I don't know. I'm not sure about this one. I feel like I'm like really trying for the future here, and I should have just gone for more spell slots instead of rerolls. That was a mistake. So many elites here. But we can pull it back. Like, you do have 5 lives. As long as we aren't losing multiple lives. Although maybe the joke was that I should have put the other gem back on this. Or maybe I should have put this on here and then put the other gem on... Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know. Well, I think we clear these guys. We do. Grant the closest spell refill 2. Gain 3 mana wherever you cast any other refill spell. That's not bad. That's not bad. Oh, haste is crazy. Okay, we're gonna take haste. Oh, what's this? Minions deal 25% less damage. Sure. When you are not on the life, take 30 damage when you cast an area spell. Sure. When you're not on the life, take 15 damage. All charges lose 5 effectiveness per active min. Yeah, that's acceptable. So the far left one's the only one that carries over. I like to get 20 experience. So. Doing this is pretty powerful. Can I get some synergies? No. Okay, we got Equilibrium 2. That's not bad. Not bad, but I think it needs to go like this, or maybe actually it should probably be like this. Okay, let's try it this way. Maybe I need some more defensive stuff up, but this might work better. It doesn't appear to be working better. It looks like we're getting fucking cooked. It looks like we're having a bad time. 38 enemies remain. I think we may have gotten too ambitious here. It's very possible. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna survive this puddle of enemies. Because we have to refill all of our shit spells at the end. Okay, Awaken Our Mastery. The closest spell now counts as a buff. Closest spell now counts as a defensive spell. Defensive spells generate 50% more mana. Now counts as Arcana and Ward. Arcana spells grant adjacent spells bonus spell power. okay. So the closest spell now counts as a defensive spell. Generates 50% more mana. Okay, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna swap these. I'm gonna gain 20 experience. We get another spell slot. Passive mana block the spell to the left and increase the spell to the right. Okay, I'm gonna purchase that. I'm gonna get rid of Fireball. I'm gonna put this here. And lock Heart of Gold. Wartoad is persistent in trying to get in. Werewolf form, not really it. Not really it. Okay, I guess we're gonna get rid of Glacial Step. And taking Forbidden Sacrifice. And then we hit big ol' Nothing Burger here. Plane Shift. Yeah, this feels right. I don't know if it is, but it feels right. Have we turned the corner yet? I think this card right here, this Eternal Crown, is just obscene. Like, you don't even have to do the right part. You just put it at the end and it locks your left one. It only costs 10 mana, so it just goes instantly. Yeah, that was a lot better. Duplicate any tier 1, 2, or 3 spell. We could... I would like to duplicate this. Yeah. I'd like to get experience. I think these all suck. Heart of Gold. Okay, that's max HP. You do get max HP for, you know, higher tier spells, so that matters. We are blowing up the screen right now. All in on the Ice Shock Nova plan. If I was to get some more bulwark, perhaps. Maybe that would make this better. Make this better. Yeah, nothing else is doing any damage, but that's kind of okay. By design. All right. Generate a energy charge every 4 seconds. You auto-cast a spell. All spells buff. Mana block your rightmost attack spell increases mana cost by 300. Gain hex deflection score equal to 50% of its mana cost. When you deflect a hex, all mana blocked spells generate mana equal to 15% of their mana cost. Interesting. Excuse me. I think I would like to take the Blitz chart, the Spectral Tempo thing. And then I think I would like to get 20 experience. And I guess we can upgrade that. Oh, a crown you shouldn't have. So, oh, we can't have 2 of them on at the same time. I was gonna say, it's like, can we like daisy chain them? But no, that's not a thing we're allowed to do. Sadly, Marshall 6, give the closest thing Marshall 3. I just don't... This is defensive. This regenerate 3 health. I mean, what if I put this here? Feels like it's probably better. Probably. I just realized, what is this gem over here? And I was like, oh, that's the gem that came with it. Kind of odd that it stays with the item, but it makes sense. Stays with the card. This having Marshall is ass. Like, Wartoads be cool, but also, also not really getting it done. We have 2 lives left. We're at 14 of 25. I don't think that's terrible. Certainly not how I drew it up. All right, so here's where it gets interesting, because oh, it has bulwark. The problem, I think, of course, is that I don't want to use the rest of the stuff on the spell. That is a problem. So we just run it back. Run it back. I mean, I guess in theory what we could do is we could, like, mana block the toad. And then buff the other thing. We're about to die again. That's not good. That's not good. Not good at all. 52 enemies remaining as well. Unleash is doing some amount of damage. Ice Shock Nova is doing a great deal of damage, and everything else exists. On caster, autocast, gain 15 evasion. Marshall 3, grant bonus attack damage equal to 40% of this spell's cost. No. Generate 2 health for each point of mana granted to this spell. That seems like something I'm interested in. Regenerate 1 health, or gain 1 HP regen per 10 spell power. Regeneration. General. A way to look at my stats from the screen. Don't actually think I can. Damn. 100% spell power. You gain 1% bonus area for every 1% bonus spell power. I'm gonna take the Wellspring. I think we need to heal. Don't think I can take the attack damage curse. Take 10 damage whenever you summon a minion. Sure. Yeah, I think I have to take this one. It's getting a little tricky. Admittedly, gain 30 experience. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. So many level 2 spells. So many. Okay, so we'll see what we want to do with the Wellspring. Nice. It is a massive HP boost. Summon Pure Soul. That... it's fine. Umbral Advance gives Enigma whenever you cast a Harbinger spell. I mean, nothing special. I guess we'll just take the Eye Bottom for now. Heart of Gold is a thing we're doing. But we might be off the Avaretia thing. Might be more into the spirit thing. Let's see. You got room for a spell now. And we're gonna get, this gives Berserker, which is nice. Passive, after you deflect 20 hexes, grant all area spells 15 spell power and 15% area effect. Active, conjure a set of magical tentacles that attack enemies in an area. Okay, what if I put that there and then give it regen? Doesn't seem too crazy. All right, floor 16, let's go. Not super confident right now. Not super confident indeed. I betrayed the summoner build. Oh, this thing does be healing though. Wellspring might have saved the run. Wait, what affects the mana rate? By default, spells are getting more mana. The mana orb. Start each round with your leftmost spell moving over. Each spell you have equipped increases your mana orb's regeneration rate by 3 per second. Okay, so more leveling up seems important. We're not doing any of these things. This does have Enigma. It does Seer. Eye of Winter's pretty neat. Pretty neat. We could... I think I'm gonna get rid of the toads. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of the toads and add the eye. I don't know if that's smart or not, but we're gonna find out. It does put us at Seer 3. So more mana regen. More mana means faster spells. More spells means more damage. It makes sense. Also, this thing's getting pumped full of spell power. It's not actually doing any damage, but that's okay. Helmet time! Gain 25 health per 1 mana cost of your mastery spell. So that is 20 times 25. 500? I don't know. After every 10 basic attacks, autocast the closest stack spell to your mastery spell at 50% spell power. After 3 spells, you autocast. Am I autocasting anything, really? Not really. We're not really doing that. What are we reroll? At 10 attack damage, 2 closest attack spells to your mastery spell gain Martial 8. Okay. I think now I'm gonna take refreshes. Opulent Sun. How have we not found this one before? I guess I take it, but it's not gonna stay here. Throw 6 corpses. Just giving us blitz charges. That's about it. That's about it. Eye of Summer, it's another seer. But it's just not what we're doing. Okay, that's sick. That's so good. Doom Blast. Doom Blast is pretty neat. Summon Flame Worm. Again, we're not on the summoner agenda at the moment. I guess I'll take Discharge. Off we go. Isn't this when combat ends, gain 1 random tier 1 spell? If your thing is full, gain 25 resonance. Oh, okay. Right. So we're not getting tier 1 spells because we're getting resonance. I'm torn right now. We're on 1 life. I feel, wow, that floating eye is like big. I feel like we're close. But also potentially like a little bit far away. Your mana orb generates 1 more mana. I'll take that. That seems really good. Give me more shop refreshes because I want to try and upgrade some of these spells. Like this to gold is crazy. Actually crazy. Take Bone Storm because it's a tier 5 and for no other reason. Ice Meteor. This is mana blocked. Gain. Wait, if this is mana blocked, gain 45 Hex Deflection Store. Holy moly. Okay. Okay, so that gives us 38%. What if we remove it? It doesn't say. But it is mana block. So we'll figure it out when we get around to it. Unmaker. These are all like not doing it. Shapeshift to a Minotaur. Gain 60 spell power and 40% increased mana generation, but can no longer deal damage. That seems interesting. Very weird way. Chains and meh. Okay, but we actually have 43% Hex deflection chance, which is pretty good. And we also have like 60% evade chance. And a bunch of DR. And we generate stuff for this. And I don't know why this has a 5 in it. Is this hexed? Is this why this is mana blocked? Why is this spell mana blocked? I don't understand. Whatever. I'll take the experience this time. And we shall reroll. Maybe it was a hex that did this. I can't think of another reason why that one would be mana blocked. Unless it's some enemy's doing.
Okay, they're lowering our overall health now, so Ice Meteor, not Ice Meteor, but this thing over here is a lot going on. But Wellspring needs to do a little bit more work. On cast or autocast, gain 15 evasion score. Grant 2 closest spells, 5 spell power on autocast. Martial 8 plus 10 mana cost. That's not it. After every 3 casts, gain 15% spell. No, you reroll. Reroll? A. Take either Riposte or you take Pinnacle. I take Pinnacle. While you are not alive, take 30 damage when we cast a martial spell. I guess. Reduced armor score. No, I'm gonna reroll. Overload auras are longer, hexes are harder, you have 50 reduced attack damage, that's fine. Our basic attacks aren't actually doing anything, so it doesn't matter. I'll go XP. That is a horror. Werewolf form. No, I don't think we're howling. What do we have here? Electrocore. Ward. Eclipse. Does have ward. And it does have Electros. Electros is not bad. Now, obviously, we took the Reaver Mastery. But it feels like the Reaver Mastery is like, oh, everything gets a buff from Reaver. Although then again, stacking up the buff would be pretty good, I think. Bone Storm. I think I'm gonna put back Bone Storm. Change is just interesting. What if I just put chains on? This is another martial spell, though. Isn't great. Yeah, let it be. Alright, this deals 12 more damage for every 40 points of mana spent. The spell to that much more damage. I don't know why this is mana blocked. If I like switch it out with something, is it still mana blocked? No, I really don't understand that one. So, that being the case, this can go back here. Was it like a bug? Oh, I guess it's like a bug. Here you go. Enjoy. Enjoy big eyeball laser. I don't know. We're near the end now. I'm not super confident on this. I feel like our defenses are solid, but our damage is kind of bad. And honestly, the best way to survive is just kill things before they kill you. So puts us in a sticky situation. I might say a sticky situation. A lot of effects going on in this game. All right, so first wave, not really a problem. – Not really a problem at all. Boots time. Mana block all your tier 1 spells. Nope. That would kill us. Reduced energy charge effectiveness. Tier 2 and tier 3 charge generate. Oh. We only have a couple. Oh, we do have Forbidden Sacrifice. Oh, after every 3 charges you generate, autocast your. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. We get some more experience. So that hopefully we can evolve one last time. Mind Bomb? Spells that cost at least 40 generate a random charge and generate 20 health on cast. The spell is mana blocked, but passively generates 4 mana per second. That is also, like, kind of awesome. Like, what if... And hear me out. What if here... Well, I have to take it first. What if I took Mind Bomb? What if I take this out? Put Mind Bomb in. It's like right... Wait. Things are... iShock Nova is mana blocked. That's a problem. That's a massive problem we have right now. Maybe... Oh, frick. Frickety frack. Mana block, mana block, mana block. Could not mana block it. Could plane shift. Down here, we could also... do that. I don't feel good about this. Our main damaging spell got blocked. And we were kind of all in on it. We are dropping some, like, meteors now. Due to the charges being generated. I've realized, so that's pretty good. Perhaps I should have thrown my other gem on it. We might actually get out of this without losing a life. That would be crazy. We also lost a bunch of HP for me unequipping that too. Not lost on me. I have winter doing work. We survived. Okay. Duplicate any tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. I could duplicate the Eye of Autumn. I could do that. Could generate 1 more mana. Take 20 experience. And then say you go back here. Why is this mana blocked? I don't understand. Maybe it'll un-mana block itself. I don't know, I guess we'll have to find out. Here we go. I mean, on the upside, we have this. Every 40 points of mana spell gains, it deals 1% more damage, so it is, like, doing stuff. We're getting absolutely destroyed right now. This is bad. Oh, we're dead. We actually were out of lives. Shit. Oh, we did unlock the new... we did unlock the new character. That's cool. So, problems that happened there. First of all, I think relying on a tier 1 without the lightning bolt synergy was probably a bad idea. Getting it... Getting it locked was bad. I don't know how to prevent getting it mana blocked like it did. And then these were... I don't know. I don't think these resonances were as important as I had originally thought. So it makes me think that the Avaricia, whatever, is not what I'm going to go after. And I think in the next... Did this change since yesterday? I think it did. I think, in the next video, we're going to check out the next character, right? I want to check out the Cosmic Huntress. Wait, what does she have? Your arrows pierce through enemies, deal 50% less damage after each hit. Summon a Cosmic Animal Companion, which can shapeshift to grant you bonuses. Sweet. Does she have different stuff? She has all different spells. Are you kidding me? Every character has all different spells? Ain't no way. That seems crazy. Spells. Tier 1. Spells. Tier 1. They are, in fact, all different. I can't believe that. Well, that's quite the revelation. Quite the revelation indeed. All right, well, we'll try Huntress next time, but yeah, sadly didn't quite make it. Wait, summon build coming. Maybe summon build will go better on the Huntress, right? We already get to summon her. She can summon a monkey, summon a bunch of mini monkeys. Love it. All right, anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the deal. See you next time. Have a great day. Jeff out. Bye.